All right, so today we're gonna go over your post observation
Okay.
of the lesson I had this week. So your observation went pretty great. So I'm gonna give you above average. You did an amazing job. So I like that you attach the lesson plans with a list. I'm gonna give you right now. So you have the content standards. You have the check mark. Lesson adjective. You have the check mark. So you did great. Differentiation instruction. You did a great job utilizing your Promethean board. And you walking around the classroom with the students. You also have a formative and summative for students assessment. And for lesson structure sequence, you did an amazing job. So connecting prior knowledge, you hit that. You did great. Input model, you provided extra input to the students. You had extra questions. You had extra structured practice with them, going over and providing extra feedback. Guided practice, you provided guided practice to all the students, and they were working on the lesson that you provided. And also independent practice. I saw the students were working very well independently, doing their work, and you were just walking around making sure, monitoring the class. So you use a variety of instruction strategies and technologies such as the Promethean board, your what's it, your iPad or you were using on the paper?
Oh,
the
DocCam,
DocCam.
yeah.
You did an amazing job. You met standards. Also, you monitoring students learning and adjusting instruction while teaching as much as needed. You do an amazing job. You meet standards. Also, you created physical and virtual learning environments promote student learning, reflecting diversity, constructive and productive interactions. You created a rigorous learning environment with high expectations for all students here at Tevis. So you did an amazing job. So you have meet standards. You employ classroom routines. I can tell you have routines, procedures, norms. They have their pencil on their desk, paper ready to work, and they're waiting for you to start the lesson. So you did a great job. You use instructional time for optimized learning, so everybody is focused on what you're doing, making sure everybody's focusing on the Promethean board. So you met standards. You also demonstrated knowledge for the subject matter and lesson you were teaching, and academic standards and curriculum frameworks. So you met standards in this box. You also established and articulate goals for students' learning. So they're working on the math that you gave them. You did a great job. And you also plan instruction, incorporate appropriate strategies to make sure they're learning and the needs that you have for all students. So you provide lessons for them, for all the needs. You also utilize or use assessments data to establish learning goals and plan, differentiate for students that need extra support, extra help. And then you have your aides supporting you, helping you. So you did a good job. Modifying instruction as much as needed. You met standards. So only you have one question. You did great using this observation, utilizing name calling, the Promethean board. You used your DocCam, and prior you also utilize the worksheets, which was really great. So obviously I have one question. What would you do differently at the beginning of the class as your hook?
One thing that I do during some of my lessons that I didn't do with this, just because it's review, so no reason to not implement it, I guess, is asking maybe a question that relates a little bit more to real life.
Okay.
That they can connect to get them engaged.
Right. Like you mean like real life events?
Yeah.
Those
so
kind of
maybe
connections.
I mean, obviously football's big right now and starting, so that could be an area and opportunity to be like, oh, what do
Right.
you think the ratio is for these two
Yes.
games, or wins to, I don't know what they do for quarterbacks, but maybe wins to catches, or the
And the
difference
speed.
between
I also like the example that you use.
touchdowns to field goals.
Right. The example that you used one student about speed in minutes.
Oh yeah.
Like how many hours to get there? So you said like if you do the speed and do
For the
math,
miles per hour.
right?
Yeah.
So you will
and
see. So you don't ask your parents like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? So
Yeah.
that was a good one. So if you agree with this observation, you can sign right here and the date. And today is September 19, 2025.
all right.
All right. And thank you very much.
Thank
you did an
you.
amazing job.
I appreciate the feedback.
Thank you for working hard at Tevis.